morning everyone, Chloë Butcher here. Today I'm going to show you the look which Natalie Portman is wearing on one of her latest Dior adverts. Very beautiful nude colours, subtle makeup, but just makes her look absolutely perfectly groomed and gorgeous. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to start by using Chanel Perfection Lumiere. It's an oil-free foundation, so it really stays on the skin well. This number is 30 beige, and I'm using some of their brushes today as well. Lovely Chanel brush. This is their foundation powder brush, and this shape brush and the softness at the ends really helps to buff the product into the skin. So using circular motions, I'm going to go all over my face. So let's start applying the foundation. Just going to dip the brush into it. Okay, and here we go. This foundation actually smells really lovely as well. So just finishing there. No, lovely coverage, really flawless and even. Right, now for a couple of eye products. These are from Motives. This first one is a very light concealer, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit under my eyes. So just dabbing it on. I'm just pressing it right in. The next product from Motives I'm going to use is this eye base here. I'm going to put a little bit onto my eyelids, and this just really helps to create a smooth, grease-free surface for eyeshadow that will really hold your makeup on longer. As soon as you put it on, you can feel that it gives a real sort of velvety texture. Now for a little bit of definition on the cheeks, and it's really subtle in the picture, so I'm just going to use a tiny bit of bronzer first. This one is, well actually it's a pressed powder, Gold Go Lightly it's called. It's from the MAC collection of Surf Baby, which you may have seen me do some videos on earlier in the year. It's a really nice subtle colour, but enough, especially on my pale skin, to give a little bit of contouring and definition. So I'm just going to run this very slightly over my cheekbones, slightly underneath and slightly on top, into the temple. And it's just for a little wash of colour. Don't want anything major. It's all about subtleness, this look. Now for a slight flush of colour, I'm going to use this Chanel Silky Cheek colour, number 25. It's called In Love. It has slight sort of corally tone to it, so it's not too pink, and it'll just give a little bit of a colour to my cheeks. So I'm not going to apply too much, and I'm just going to pop it on just above the apples of my cheeks and blend up. Don't want a stripy line. Right, next for the eyeshadow, and it's all about soft neutral browns and beiges as far as I can see from the picture. And actually I can show you the picture here, if you've seen this one. There you go. So I'm going to use yet more Chanel colours. I'm going to use these two palettes here. One is called Mystic Eyes and the other one's called Spices. Let me show you the colours inside. Oh gosh, if I can open them. And then I'm going to use a mixture of the two. Right. Voila! I'm going to start by applying this lightest colour here from the palette, which is 79 Spices. And I'm going to apply this all over my lids, right up to my eyebrows. And then I'm going to follow on my eyelids with a slightly more gold one. So I'll just do one eye first so you can see. So right up to the eyebrows. That really will attract the light, make your whole eye area look bigger. Okay, now using the goldy toned colour on my eyelids. I'm creating this eye look using 4 colours, so the next one I'm going to use is still from the same palette, but the more brown here, and then I will use a darker one from the last palette. the second palette. So this one is just going to go literally all over my eyelid and into the socket, really blended into the socket. So, and this is where we start creating definition. I'm also going to bring this darker colour underneath slightly, and then I'm going to blend it. So right into the corner, and then the outer corner. So as you can see, the brown is all the way around the eye. Now I'm just going to use my soft brush again. This is actually a Champneys brush, and I'm just going to soften the edges. Now for the darkest colour from the Mystic Eye palette, which is number 14. I'm going to use this dark one here, and I'm going to apply that on the underneath, on the outer edge, and on the top lid, darker on the outer edge, slightly lighter into the middle, and only up to the socket. So here we go. Building it right into the corner and onto the eyelid. So I'm now going to blend it all in. I'm using the Chanel Shadow Contour Brush to blend underneath, and a slightly larger one to blend on the top. So let's go. And underneath. I'm going to do my mascara now. And I've never used this mascara, so it's going to be quite interesting. It's by Givenchy, and it's called Phenomen Eyes in black. Now, I don't know if you've ever used a mascara like this, but I am very intrigued. It is one of the little round ones, can you see? So I'm going to give it a go. Let's see what happens, and mascara on the top and bottom to give real definition, so starting on the bottom. First coat done on top and bottom, now going back for the second. Okay, well that was a real experiment, but I really liked it actually. It was good, feathers out the lashes perfectly, and yeah, you can get right in there with the tiny little ball and do quite a good job, I think you'll agree. I'm adding a tiny bit more of the gold to the corner of my eyes, just to bring a little extra highlight in. And finally on the eyes, I'm using an Estee Lauder white pencil, and I'm going to apply the white to the inside of my eyes. Now this just makes the colour of your eyes, the white of your eyes, appear brighter, and you are slightly more awake and wide-eyed. So on the waterline, all the way along. Natalie's eyebrows are really well defined, quite thick, very groomed, so I'm just brushing mine through to start. And then I'm going to use a Bobbi Brown brow pencil in mahogany here, and I'm just going to fill mine in, a smaller mirror, fill mine in and make them slightly thicker. It's all about thick brows at the moment, so I'm just brushing up, following the hairline and just brushing them through. So from the eyebrows I'm now moving on to the lips, and what I'm going to do is apply again some of the foundation that I used on my skin, a tiny bit over my lips because I want to take the colour of them down. The pink in my lips always shows up quite a bit, so I'm going to use this to really drop the colour. Then using this MAC pencil, lip pencil in Stone, I'm going to subtly outline my lips before filling in with a nude lipstick. So, So for the finishing touch, I'm going to put the lipstick on now. I'm using Creme de Nude, and it's a MAC lipstick. Pretty colour, really lovely nude colour, and one I tend to go back to a lot. So I'm going to apply it with a brush. I love the smell of this lipstick, it's really vanilla-y. So there you have it, my Natalie Portman, very beautiful, neutral toned look. I really hope you like it. If you want any more information on this look, you can find me on Twitter @Chloë Butcher, or you can find me on my blog, Oh So Chloe.